Friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about one of the stocks which is either going to be a big risk or is going to be a big reward. So there is a high risk reward which we are going to discuss in the stock chart of XEL brands INC, and this is where we are going to look at the big risk reward as far as the overall trend or the range is concerned. But let me tell you one thing, these kind of stocks are very risky, so do not simply enter into a stock by simply looking at it or somebody telling you that this looks lucrative and you will have a big reward over here. So this is not the reason, this is not at all the reasons to look at any stock and you just simply put your money into that kind of thing. So this will give you a perspective, but this is not going to be a buying decision or selling decision kind of thing. So let's just analyze the chart, let us get educated and then take the decision, search couple of things, because here we are talking about the long-term trend. So if there is a big opportunity over here, it's going to play out over a period of time. It's not going to play out overnight or in next couple of days. So if you can get the stock couple of pence here or there, it doesn't matter much until and unless if you understand the story and you know what you're doing. So what we have here are these two levels. So as I told you, this is a very risky stock, and the reason is the volatility is going to be very high. It's definitely very high. So primarily you will have your support at $1 and your stop loss at 40 cents. So you can see the difference. So it does not matter much if you are looking in terms of absolute number, but if I go down from $1 to 40 cents, it is 60%. So you can lose 60% of the amount which you have invested. So this is how big the risk could probably be. So understand it, or either consider $1 as your stop loss for XEL brands INC. So this is how you're going to plan out as far as the lower end of the range is concerned. But until and unless there is a high degree of reward compared to the risk, there is no point discussing or talking about anything. So as I told you, don't go below $1 on the downside, or 40 cents will be the strict stop loss which we're going to have here. Now on the upside, if the stock continues to sustain above $1.5, so this is the condition. If the stock continues to sustain above $1.5, we can then talk about some swings in the upcoming days or primary targets which we are going to look at. So if the stock continues to sustain above $1.5, the next swing or the next set of targets or primary range of target which we are going to look at in the chart of XEL brands INC will start with $3.1 and can go up to $4.5 or $4.6. So this is the first target range that we are going to look at. Now beyond $4.5 and $4.6, there will be 2 or 3 more targets that will open up for us, and this is a range which you can see over here. So after $4.5, the next target will be $10.5. Then you have 21.8, and the upper end of the range will be 34.85. So even if the stock or the trend looks very small, but as you can see in terms of absolute number, this is very big. And that's what I have said in the opening remarks of my video, that it's going to be a big risk reward. So you have a big risk because the volatility is very high, and the reward is equally bigger or much bigger than the risk you want to take. So you have to be very specific about what you are doing. You have to be specific about your risk rather than the reward. Reward is something which is given if you taken care about your risk. If you know how to handle your risk, and below a certain point, one should not, or one must not carry any position and just trading with losses. So this is not the way to do things, and if things works out, this is going to be very volatile. And if you indeed made some good amount of profit, I would say do not forget to take that. Do not simply think that this is going to hold for the next 5 years. Nothing will happen like that. And we have a live example which has happened from 2020 and 2021, and people still carrying those losses after making a good amount of profit. If you haven't take that in your bank account, so there is no point trading in those kind of stocks or even any stock. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.